I
Or
hope
like
you
10
guys.
What do y'all
minutes
think
in.
about plastic? Plastic, just fucking plastic. Yeah.
I like chewing on it sometimes. I like. No, I'm not gonna lie. I have always.
He's one of the people that has plastic in his balls.
Okay, no,
100%.
definitely not.
He's got plastic in his mouth.
He's got it everywhere.
Like I've always loved crumpling out my straws when I'm done with them and then just chewing on them.
Yeah, don't worry about the microplastics, dude. You got the macroplastics.
Yeah, you got big fucking shards in your throat, dude.
Yeah, I'll like bend it over and like get as many folds as I can and then just stick the straw in my mouth with the cup still attached. Just
What the lid? Are you interested in the
You're
lid?
like
no, don't touch the lid.
No, you're like a sea turtle.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a marine biomajor. I'm just a
why
sea
he's a marine
turtle.
biomajor.
He's just another sea turtle.
He saw what the turtles had going on. He's like, I want to be in part of that.
Want some of that action?
Funny-
Munch on
Looks
plastic bags.
delicious.
Funny enough, I
Yum.
think I actually started doing that after I learned that sea turtles always had plastic straws in their
my
nose.
God.
I mean, like
They don't always have plastic straws in their nose.
I like chewing on a toothpick and like
That's
chewing on a piece
like
of grass
wood,
and
though.
shit, and then like if there's not one around, I'll just bite the straw.
Nah,
But, I get it.
I never stooped that low, dude.
But you don't like go around grabbing straws just to bite them.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't do that. No, it's just
You
just
don't do
a
that. I
sometimes
100%
thing.
think you do that.
No. If I want to chew on something, I chew on my my
What do you chew on?
strings
Do you have
for
a
my.
you have a chew toy?
Pretty much, it's just called the strings on my sweatshirts.
Well, yeah, that's just. Yeah.
Dude, the people at raves with the binkies
Oh
and
my
shit.
god!
Hunter, not on drugs, still chewing on a binky.
You just walk around with it.
I'm just stimming. Just.
Welcome to Getting to It podcast. I'm Dave. This is Hunter. Brad. Amir's here.
I am here.
We're all drinking whatever the fuck.
I'm not drinking anything.
I'm drinking tea. He's not. Do you know what I saw the other day?
What'd you see the other
I
day?
saw the Emoji Movie.
Oh.
Oh my god. That thing had heart to it, not gonna lie. Very heartfelt.
You could tell someone put like
They
their
put thought into it.
Yeah, someone writing that script was like, man, this is gonna be good.
And it's
In
honestly
my eyes,
like
yeah.
the concept of it is kind of interesting. It's like the Inside Out.
It's horrible, dude.
That's the vibe I got. It felt like a Inside Out dupe.
Yeah, but it's
No,
like
but
it's
so
on
bad.
your phone. It's pretty much the same idea as Inside Out, but it's about emojis
Yeah, it's so. I don't think movies like that should
and
kept like,
individualism.
Wasn't a
being made. Yeah,
wasn't it like a
individualism.
stacked cast too?
Yeah,
Probably.
it's stacked.
What?
Stacked
Dude, they
cast.
had the dude from How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
You know,
Which
you know what I'm
dude?
talking about?
I
Yeah.
don't.
The blonde dude. You know, he was like a twin. Him and
Oh, yeah.
And then he voiced like the main emoji.
Wait,
Yeah.
like one of the Sprouses?
No, I don't.
Blonde
I'm
twin.
actually
No.
not sure. The blonde twins from How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh my god, they had Patrick Stewart in it?
You know what I also
Mhm.
played?
Oh.
I played it last night. I never played it. It was Black Ops 3.
Oh, dude.
I played zombies with
yeah,
my
you
roommate
put on a
Orlando.
peak, dude. Yeah, holy shit.
Dude, Black
And
Ops
we were
3 is
watching
like-
the intro, and we're like listening to all the characters and stuff,
Mm.
and like I'm listening to them talk, and it's like, is that Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah,
Is that fucking Jeff Goldblum just
yeah.
in a video game? And I'm like, hell yeah.
Dude,
And
they
it
went
reminded
ham.
me, like Call of Duty and shit like that. They always get like big name actors. Like,
Yeah, dude.
Kevin Spacey was in one of them
What?
before he was. Well, I mean, before he was convicted or alleged or whatever. Before he became a bad
Before
guy.
we
And
found
everyone-
out.
Is he a pedophile too?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know. I used to
pedophile.
love Kevin Spacey.
Has been pedophile.
I used
Kevin
to love his work.
Spacey was the first guy to throw out the fucking smoke screen. They got him for being a pedophile, and then he came out as gay, as like a fucking.
Oh
and it,
yeah.
it
Word.
kind of worked.
Word. Yeah.
Not really. He's still not allowed.
No,
Like,
definitely not.
in Hollywood or do movies or anything.
Yeah,
but
well,
like,
I mean, not in that capacity, but in the way that, like, fucking Amir doesn't know that he's a pedophile.
yeah.
I didn't
What?
even know
Honestly-
Kevin Spacey was gay.
My favorite
Brad,
Kevin
what?
Spacey movie.
Did you not
is-
know Kevin Spacey? I thought you just said you didn't know he was a predator.
Oh, I thought you said that Amir doesn't know that he's a pedophile, as in like I'm a pedophile.
No, the fuck, Kevin Spacey. Amir, you
Amir,
couldn't be
you
a
don't
pedophile.
know
You're
you're a
17.
I don't know I'm a pedophile. Yeah, I'm basically a minor.
Don't say that.
On the
He's-
fact that you
he's
said
of
I'm a
legal
couple
age.
of months older than you. How old are you?
I'm 19.
I'm about to turn 21
He's
in
of
February.
legal age.
What?
Yeah.
He's also of legal age.
Stop touching these kids' thighs, Dave.
Yeah, Dave. Jesus.
Well, you touch mine.
What was the other one that blew my mind that he was a pedophile? Seinfeld dude.
Jerry
Jerry
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld's a pedophile?
He's just
Right?
racist.
So Jerry Seinfeld
thought he was
dated
just Jewish.
That too. He is Jewish. But
I thought that was his thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No,
Big
his
time.
thing was he was dating a 17-year-old when he was 38, and
Yeah.
then married her when she was 18.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. He used to
Yeah.
pick her up from high school and stuff. You know the vibes.
That's crazy.
World
yeah,
famous
okay.
comedian.
Yeah, that's fucked, dude. Yeah. I was right. I was correct.
It just really goes to show that, like, you know, shitty people just shouldn't have influence. Like,
It's a
Like, they shouldn't be
super hot
famous.
take.
what?
It's a super hot take.
Like,
Dave.
we give we give the worst people the influence. Like, we give them celebrity status, and it's always the worst people. You know,
Who do you think should be celebrities?
Librarians,
librarians,
Yeah.
social workers.
In social workers, as in.
I don't know. Do you know who's good celebrities? Are
I
the
think so.
fucking the Sea Shepherd, the whale people.
What?
You never watched
Yeah.
Sea Shepherd? Yeah,
No.
Hunter knows what I'm talking
Of
about.
course he does. He's a marine bio major.
Yeah, it's
used to be on Animal Planet.
It's a show?
it's a show that
What's it about?
it's about this boat and there's a bunch of people on it, and then they fight the
Whalers.
Chinese and Japanese.
What?
They were
Yeah, well, they
fighting-
fight whalers, and it's usually
Okay,
like out in
word.
that area.
Yeah,
Is this
it
a
was-
documentary?
Kind of.
yeah.
It was on Animal Planet back in the 2000s, 2010s, and it was basically about this group of people who were trying to keep people from like whaling, because people
Okay.
were like over like killing whales,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
they would just
classic.
go and like fight them. Like, dude, they got like shot at so many times. It was
Really?
insane.
I was gonna say, like, poachers, and I don't like. Don't they have guns? Like, is this just a show of
Oh.
people? Like, is this just war footage?
Dude, they had a rocket launcher and they shot it at one of the whaler boats one time.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
shit got crazy.
This
It was a cool
like,
show.
You guys should like look up, like they had like harpoon guns that they would go.
Oh, I know
like
it was
they
like
would
that,
like
dude.
Yeah,
they would like try to cut off like the harpoons that they shot in the whales. Like, it was insane.
Where? So jurisdiction wise, not to be fucking lame, but who the fuck is just letting these people shoot rocket launchers at other?
It was
it's
in
international
open water,
waters.
so it's
Yeah.
like
and they're vigilantism. So it's a whole. No one's going to condemn them for killing poachers.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. Where do you even, let's say I was trying to, like, shoot rockets at poachers. Where am I buying rockets?
Somalia.
Somalia. Oh, speaking of Somalia and boats and shit, I saw this.
I am decapitated now.
Russian like millionaires and stuff are taking like cruises to Somalia, and
Oh.
then when they eventually get attacked by pirates, they like are just fighting back and
Yeah.
like blowing them up and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
'cause
it's
they-
a whole like
Yeah.
tourist thing to
They're
go kill a bunch
so
of pirates.
Smart.
They're staging yachts to be attacked.
Yeah.
It's very fucking, it's crazy.
Wow, that's
Like they
wild.
got like machine guns and stuff on board.
Honestly, I think it's kind of a good idea to stop piracy though. Like get the millionaires involved. You know, they want to shoot people, let them shoot the bad people.
Do you guys wanna buy a Russian yacht cruise so that we can go kill a
Yeah.
bunch of pirates?
Dude, that's crazy. Like, like the freedom the rich have, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
there's always that. But like, you really see they can just go and like bomb people, dude. You know, just like even though the Somali pirates aren't that great.
Probably
Well,
not.
a lot of it is also like the Russians will like get on like boats that are going to be like going through those waters already.
Mm.
So they're going to be attacked.
So do they just like deck out? Do they have one of those like gear up scenes from those spy movies where they just get like the bulletproof vest that's really like a suit jacket,
Well,
like
here's
a
the thing.
grenade pen, like a I'm just describing Kingsman right now, dude.
Here's my thing on it though. If millionaires are paying to do it, but there's people that are getting paid to defend boats.
Mm-hmm.
Who's right and who's wrong? You know, they're just doing the same shit.
Millionaires are getting paid to kill people?
No. The millionaires are paying to do it.
Okay, yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, there's people that are like bodyguards for these boats already.
When you sail through the waters, you hire like arm protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's right and who's wrong? Is it the people getting paid to protect the boats, or is the millionaires paying to protect the boats?
I feel like it's the millionaires paying because they're willingly doing it. I feel like the bodyguards are like just there to
Well,
like
you're
do a
willingly-
You're
job.
willingly employing yourself to do it, though.
Well, but the thing, I think it's like a question about like bloodthirst.
Yeah, like the millionaires are actively going out of their way to do it, but the bodyguards are like,
This
I
is
just
their
need a job.
yeah.
well, I mean,
there
it could
be
go the other
some,
way too.
but-
Yeah, so
It's in general consensus.
You don't
though.
get into the like armed defense business
Look, as a security
without
expert
any bloodthirst.
who
Oh
spent
my
so
God.
much time, protecting people, you don't want a bad day at work, but you got to be
Okay,
ready.
listen, we
This
get it.
fucking
You
guy.
should. It's okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
that's wild. No, I feel like a lot of those guys are like ex-militaries.
Yeah, definitely.
Ex-military.
And they go into the business because they have the skills and they still have that
bloodthirst.
bloodthirst.
Even if
Yeah.
it's not bloodthirst, they probably could have just been like, well, I'm not going to go back to the civilian sector because I wasn't trained for a normal job now. And the only things I know how to fix are military trucks and tanks.
No, seriously though, like people that go into war and then come back and can't live off of like what they like their the payment from being serving, they just like don't fit into society. Like I heard a thing on that.
Yeah, it's like,
They just like feel like they can't like live in society because they're like fucking you got your PTSD, you got all sorts of shit going on.
It's really hard.
well, it's also just like
Then you also
society is not as like everybody like is so stressed out all the time, and that stress, you're supposed to be stressed about that, but you're so used to like stress of like I'm gonna get shot, and they're stressed about I have a test tomorrow.
yeah.
And it's like the same levels of stress, but it doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything. So
Yeah.
they're just like I don't
What
like
the
they just
hell,
don't
yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
My,
That's actually a good point.
My
Mm.
I've
grandpa,
talked to some veterans about it. Like
Oh, wow.
that's a couple things.
Man, Dave,
like,
what
they
haven't
say
you done,
that.
dude? Interviewed veterans, killed Somali pirates. Like
I wish I've killed Somali pirates. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
that should be our. You know how we're planning like a
GTIP.
GTIP cruise?
Yeah.
We should just do GTIP bomb Somali pirates.
Go meet up with the Sea Shepherd.
if
Yeah,
we
see what they're
if
up
we
to.
make enough money, can we buy an A10 Warthog?
Yeah.
I would like to, but I don't think we're allowed
I think we're
to.
allowed to. I
Can't-
don't
yeah.
think that's like a
Look, with
can't-
enough money, you're allowed to do anything.
no.
Yeah, you could find
no
it
fucking
wherever you
way.
want.
No, we're allowed
Podcasting
to.
is gonna get us A10 warthog status, bro.
No, we can't. As long as as soon as it's retired, we can legally buy one.
No, I'm saying like us.
Yeah.
No way the podcast will make enough money for the A10 warthog.
How
No,
much
no, we
how
can't.
much was
We're
a-
starting that right now. Every single cent of your Patreon subs is going towards the A10 warthog.
After that first 100,
after the first 100 we put on red. What is the going price for like a retired like
Hundreds.
fighter jet?
is
Or
it
it's
going
not a
up
fighter
right
jet.
now?
What would it be?
they're not retired yet, but at an A10 Warthog is at approximately $50 million.
Well, that's to
That's pocket
build it.
change.
That's different.
No, that's usually to buy it.
Well, yeah, that's when you're buying them new.
Yeah, true.
Used planes lose 30% of their value the moment you take it off. The
Oh my
line.
god.
the moment
You know
it
what?
leaves the ground,
The
you
moment
lose
it leaves the
fantastic.
ground for the first time.
I can't wait. Imagine you guys are just on a cruise and you hear something like me flying overhead, and then you hear.
The first time a pilot takes a piss at 20,000 feet inside the cockpit, 30% of the value docked. Because they surely must, right? The flight suits, that's part of what's going on in there.
Depending
Yeah,
on the
no,
plane.
you go
they
on
have-
long ass flights, huh?
They have bags. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
depending on the
The old
planes.
bottle trick.
yeah.
Dude, trying to fucking hold the fucking joystick with your knee as you get like you got like a can that you're trying to.
The Gatorade bottle.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
wishing you had a Gatorade
it's
bottle.
the classic Gatorade bottle that you got.
Just throw it out the window when you're done.
You do like a
Open the fucking hatch, throw it out.
you're doing like a 7G maneuver, trying to like pull up from the ground, and your piss bottle comes floating out.
Well, that's my concern, right? Because like, imagine you got like a full bladder, and then you got to make some high G maneuvers. It's coming out
You're letting it go by accident because you're just.
because the pressure
Yeah.
on the liquid in your organ,
Oh yeah.
right? Like it would just have to.
Yeah.
It's very sciencey of you, Brad.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was really.
I took one physics class.
nice.
I did too.
100B, baby.
It's like you guys
100A.
hear about the they had to rename the astronaut sleeves.
sleeves is wild. What did they call it?
Well, no, so basically just because you have to pee in space, you have to have one, and they had them small, medium, and large. But all the astronauts just kept choosing large, so they had to rename them to like it's like huge, large, and massive or whatever.
I'd be choosing massive, dude.
Yeah, I'd be
That's
choosing
not gonna
massive
work.
every time.
They should have said, all right, now we're just gonna do a penis inspection and we'll measure it for you and we'll choose it for you.
Mandatory government penis inspections.
Dude, this reminds me. Thinking of like dudes' genitalia.
As we do.
As you normally do
one
on
does.
a Saturday morning.
American propaganda. I think it was in like World War One or Two, right? They dropped like extra large condoms labeled small or something like that.
Yes, I have heard about
they
this.
did do that. Like they did actually do that. Like, I think that's hilarious. Like
We did that to Japan, right?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
we did
that
to
shit was so
Japan.
funny.
Yeah, it was some Asian country.
I love like the forefront of American military operations being like, you know, what really get them?
Telling that our dicks are bigger than theirs. Yeah.
And it worked.
American.
It
We just
worked.
riled them up.
Like super
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always works. You start doing that shit, people will be like, "Oh fuck."
Americans
Can't
are
be doing
packing.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Whenever you
So you can't
drop
be-
something over another country, it just makes them think.
Yeah, well, fucking, I actually remember like a friend of my family. His whole fucking job, he ran a non-profit on the Korean Peninsula that all they were trying to do was drop USB flash drives on the other side in North Korea with just like movies and culture and news and stuff on it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like it was like the first time I was like, oh, I forgot humans really are as simple as just hand them the information sometimes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh
Like, if you
yeah,
just-
huh? Oh, because it's super censored over there, huh? They don't have
Yeah,
anything.
they don't
yeah.
do-
Dude, they're
anything.
over there celebrating winning the Olympics.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
I,
huh?
I actually saw a TikTok. Somebody was trying to watch a soccer game for free because, you know, everybody tries to do a little bit of shenanigans sometimes and get around the fact that you don't pay for a TV subscription.
I don't because I'm a good law-abiding citizen.
That's
Oh,
what
I
would
don't
say.
either, but
Law abiding.
Breaks no laws.
I'm law-abiding, but
We all law abide.
You were,
We
you were
all
saying
abide by those laws.
You were saying?
So a friend of yours.
No, this is on TikTok. So, this guy tried to find this game on TV, and he actually found a North Korean broadcast.
Oh, just
And
looking
he
through
wa-
the broadcast trying to find it. Like,
Yeah, and he
In the
was
wild?
he was changing the station. He found it, and it starts 8 a.m. sharp, and it starts off with the national anthem, and then it
Classic.
goes news, and then it's throughout the day it'll sprinkle in some shows and movies made in the 60s and 50s, and then just go back to being news, and then it shuts off sharp.
that's so gnarly.
You know, another
So
thing that was
weird.
really cool. I learned this in one of my classes was during the Cold War.
Mm.
Okay, so Gone with the Wind, the movie, right?
Yeah.
It's about the Dust Bowl and all that shit, right? Great Depression. Built off a
Mhm.
book, right?
I don't think I watched it.
Yeah, it's like
Pretend I did.
It's one of the movies about the Great Depression. I think it's Gone with the Wind. I don't remember. But in Russia, they wanted to show their citizens, right? Communist Russia.
mhm.
They showed their citizens this American movie to show them oh, Americans, look how bad their life is and things like that. You wouldn't want to be capitalist and all this shit, right?
It's like Soviet Union era, right?
Yeah.
yeah, Cold
Okay.
War.
Yeah.
But it actually did the opposite because the Russian citizens were like, wow, the Americans can get up and move to a new place if they want to. That's crazy.
That's true. That whole movie, because it's post Civil War time, and so it's a bunch of people from the South dealing with we have huge plantations, we've been ravaged by war, and now we're better get a move on then.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I've never watched it before.
I don't think it's Gone with the Wind.
Oh,
The movie
that's
they
Gone
showed.
with the
But yeah,
Wind.
Gone with the Wind is that. But I know it's about the Dust Bowl and the Great
It
Depression.
might have been.
and
That
stuff.
movie's fucking 3.5, 4 hours long.
Damn.
Crazy.
Dude.
Yeah, it's one of the old school, probably the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They just got done. It's funny because old movies like that, that's right in the point where they started to realize, oh, we could shoot movies and not just record scripts from plays on moving picture.
Yeah.
I remember I forgot what class it was for, but I remember having to watch Charlie Chaplin movies
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
in black and white, and then they would voice over it because they couldn't have the technology to record audio while shooting the movie.
Well, they were
That was
just
like a common
moving. They were
thing,
just
right?
a bunch of pictures.
Yeah.
Just really fast pictures. That's how like movies were made.
The
Is that-
iPad laptop setup in front of us would have blown Charlie Chaplin's fucking
I think
mind.
he would have died. I think he
Honestly,
would've
like if you give an iPad to Charlie Chaplin, like I think he would have done some great stuff with it.
I completely agree.
You would have
It's
shot
like
a
if
porno.
you give like a pedal, like a guitar pedal to the Beatles or some shit. You know, it would have been
Oh yeah,
a whole different genre of
yeah,
music.
big time, big time, big time.
I feel like it's different because the pedal, yeah, obvious. But like, I feel like if you gave like an iPad to like an old, they just look at porn. Like they just like
yeah,
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, totally.
they
Totally.
forget about making movies and be like, oh my god, I can just look at boobs for 20 hours a day because they're
Yep.
from like the 20s.
Yep.
Yeah, huh?
But Charlie Chaplin was a real one. Those stunts he did were fucking insane.
I'm not familiar.
Did his own stunts. He's like an old Tom Cruise.
Really?
But with no safety, like they did not know what they're like. There's like.
Yeah, stuntmen used to die.
They said
Like-
safety issues, dude. We're not concerned about that.
Oh,
Get
really?
in
Yeah.
the moving cog over there.
Every film had Alex Baldwin in it. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Alec
Oh
Ball.
fuck.
Yeah, come on.
That's
Yeah,
my
you
bad.
sold that. You
That's
sold that.
Bang.
Anyways,
Oh my god.
that was
I'm
the
just
scene.
testing
He
the
shot
gun
the
out.
camera. Like
I'm
that
just
was,
testing the
Oh,
gun
is
out.
that what happened?
yeah. It
I
was.
never-
It was like a scene where like you see into the.
Oh, that's why
into
it's like
the
the
gun.
cameraman who.
Yeah, that's why the cameraman got shot.
I see.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so he actually shot a gun into the camera.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
remember this
they-
happening like 2 years ago?
They didn't
No.
put a hollow point in that.
Yeah, they
put
had
a-
like a junior
It was supposed to be a
armor on
blank.
site, and it was
Yeah.
supposed to be a fake gun, and then it just
was real.
pretended to shoot a guy, and then
Wait, so
did.
Alec
No, no,
Baldwin
it's-
shot someone?
Yes.
They use a real gun,
Yeah.
but they put blanks in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were not blanks.
Not all the.
No, it wasn't a blank.
Not all
Yeah.
the bullets were
That's
blank.
crazy.
Yeah.
So how did that work out? Did he just get charged for second, third degree murder?
It's
I think it
there's
just.
conspiracies about
They
it.
just. I think no. He's good.
Yeah,
He's,
I was
like,
gonna say.
out.
It's about the armorer, so the person who provided the gun.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
But there
And
was
the
a whole
bullets and
thing
stuff,
because
the
the
blanks.
person they hired to do that had never been like a professional armorer before, and so they like it was like maybe they like the person who hired just incompetent staff is the
Oh yeah.
like it was
yeah.
kind of a
There's levels of that. Huh?
I did. I watched a play, right? It was the one set in New York. They're
Dude,
all
that's
fun.
like every
Yeah, they're all
single
set-
one.
No, it's like
Mamma Mia? No,
no,
I'm kidding.
it's set in Greece. There's one, and they shoot a gun in it. I forget.
Dude,
oh, hey,
that you-
Quentin
anyways, I know-
Tarantino just weighed in. He said Alec Baldwin was 10% responsible for the shooting.
Nice.
Fair
hell
enough.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Quentin.
Thanks.
Well, okay, so my buddy that was in the play, he had to shoot somebody,
Okay.
like, and like they used a real gun, and it was kept in a safe like the whole time, and like he was so scared because this shit just happened.
Oh,
He didn't want to do it, but like they already started like the play, so he had to do it. Yeah, he was so scared he was going to kill somebody.
Wow.
I
yeah.
was
Yeah.
shivering. I would have been shivering in my timbers.
Yeah.
That just sucks, dude. Imagine you get set up that hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that sucks so bad.
Well, it's also like, where are live rounds even coming from? Like, who's the
Dude.
person bringing live rounds to a movie set?
Man,
Came from my own gun. Put them in there myself. Forgot about that.
oh yeah, you were talking about conspiracy theories about that. There's probably so many, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna completely deviate this conversation.
Nope.
Like, so, for those with foreign parents, for some reason, it's always been a trend that, my dad would randomly bring me fruit all the time.
Yeah.
I would be, it would be like mid-COVID. I'd be in my room, holed up, like it would just like
Yeah.
I'd be asleep until like 1 p.m. He'd come wake me up with a plate of pineapple, and I'm like, man,
How you know he loves you?
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
That's
Oh,
how
big
they
time.
show. No, my dad's the same way. It's not just a foreign thing.
yes, no, but the
It's
thing
just
is,
a dad
My
thing.
parents didn't
last
do that.
night, like all my friends were out. I was at home making soup, and I have a pineapple in the fridge, and I just start cutting it open, and then I cut it all open. I make the plating all nice, and I leave it. I'm like, wow, I just made fruit for my roommates. Like I'm such an unk.
A
Like,
provider.
yeah,
It's
I just-
provider.
it's a sign of the times for me. Like
A
that was
caretaker.
really
Yeah.
like a blast from the past. But like
Yeah.
like wow, I'm getting old, dude.
I bring grapes. That's my thing. I bring to people.
Dude,
I
I
just
don't.
stick a handful and be like, here. Pop
What's-
'em. Or I peel an orange, like a tangerine for them,
That is good. That's
and I
good.
give them half or
Feeling
something.
an
Feed 'em
orange
slices
is-
by
yeah.
by the mouth, just
Yeah.
open wide.
I used to, especially because, living next to teenagers sucks. In my old apartment, I would bake and then just hand out baked goods to my neighbors. Was
Nice.
Yeah.
my yeah.
Were they
I need to do
baked
that. Yeah.
goods, or were they just baked
Just
goods?
baked goods.
I did banana bread. I did Rice Krispies, cookies, stuff like that.
Speaking of
Hmm.
baked goods, did I ever tell you guys there's a time I accidentally drugged my parents?
Oh my god!
Oh wow.
Do tell.
Is
I
this
want to hear
airable?
this. I want to
Yeah,
hear
it
this.
is.
Yeah, it's fine.
I want to
I
hear
mean,
this story.
they're of legal age. They're
Yeah.
older than me.
You are now also of legal age, so it's okay to
I-
tell this story.
I am.
Yes.
And I live in California.
Yeah.
That too.
Yes.
Where it was legal at this
Where it is
time.
legal.
Yes.
Where Dave
Yes.
was over the age of 21.
All of this is legal, right?
Trust us.
So I went to a dispensary, got some flour.
some ganj.
Some bud.
Got some
Did you say
flour.
some
Sorry, carry
ganj?
on.
Dave walks up to counter. Let me get some sticky icky.
Can I get some
loud
pot?
pack.
Can I get some?
Some pot.
That's what my dad calls it.
Let me
It's
get some of that
crazy.
nibble
That's what my mom
lettuce.
calls it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you purchased legal.
You can't say its name, man. We're using all these different terms. You can't.
We're gonna bleep that out.
We have
Are
to
you
bleep
kidding?
that.
Okay, all right,
yeah,
all
you
right,
actually
all
have to
right, all
bleep that.
All
Yeah.
right, fair enough.
God, this guy.
Anyways,
Don't act like it's any hair off you two's back.
Carry on.
I pick up some lettuce and
That
go
California
home.
kale.
Yeah, and I get. Oh, this is even more Californian. I get instead of butter, I get coconut oil
Oh my
Oh,
god.
because
my
I read
God.
that it
Oh, yeah.
actually is better for making extracted.
Twice baked goods.
Twice baked goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, Brad.
Because it holds in the fats more. Like 'cause,
You want to bake yourself twice.
the chemical in oregano is
Oh.
very it attracts to fats. That's why it stores in your body in your fats more. So if you want to get it out, you have to go to like saunas and stuff.
Mm.
More you know.
Didn't know catnip was like that.
Yeah.
Right, so you're binding it to the coconut oil.
Yeah, I'm binding it to the coconut oil and I put it in like a mason jar and like I use I'm
Classic.
getting even more and I'm making brownies. All right.
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh,
You gotta do
dude.
it.
so California, dude.
And I'm
Baked-
making
baked
brownies, and I'm letting them sit out because they gotta cool. And my parents come over and they start getting brownies.
no.
Like they want brownies because
Yeah, it's
they've been
brownies.
smelling them all
Yeah.
day, and like I forgot to tell them
It's
that I'm making
crazy
pot
it
brownies.
didn't reek of pot brownie, and
I was
because
gonna
I thought when
say.
you bake it, it smells.
Dude, it smells-
I've never done it, so
No, that's why I
Yeah.
use coconut oil. It doesn't smell as much.
I would not know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Use coconut oil. It's so much better to use for it. Trust me.
And you're just subbing the butter out in the recipe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Same
From what
idea.
I've heard, it makes your entire house stinky.
that's what I heard too. That was
Yes.
the word on the street.
Yeah. The
Oh.
word on the street
Oh,
is
so who'd you hear this from?
A friend of a friend.
Okay.
TikTok.
anywho.
TikTok. Yeah, exactly. TikTok.
Yeah. So your parents come over. They're hungry for brownies.
Nah, I'm just letting them incriminate themselves real quick.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Anyways, I'm making these twice baked brownies, and my parents come over and they just start eating
A lot.
like 4 each.
Oh,
No.
wow.
So I come in and half of the brownie tray is gone,
Oh my god.
and I'm like, "Who the fuck ate all these brownies?" And I'm walking around and I see my mom laying on the couch, just fucking
Yeah,
can't move.
Sprawled out, yeah.
And my dad, when he gets, because he's from the 70s and 80s, right?
That man's gone
he,
through
he's-
gone through
he
fast.
knows what he's doing, all right? But his thing is when he ingests
Grass.
Uh-huh.
thank you.
yeah.
course.
I'm running out of
No,
terms.
I got you. I'm
When
backloading
he-
some.
When he has grass, he has to do stuff. I'm very similar.
Yeah.
Like I have to be up and like doing shit. So he's fixing the roof That's what my dad.
That's really funny.
He's finding a ladder to try and fix the roof,
And
while just baked out of his mind.
yeah, I was gonna say satiated off the twice baked goods, just like
Yeah.
He's up there, he's hammering shingles into the roof.
Yeah,
You're like, hey,
exactly.
Dad, what are you doing? He's like, hey, do you have any good, robust ideas about Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon? Because I've been really
Yeah.
meaning to.
Yeah.
that's funny. That's
And my
funny,
mom
Brad.
is just laying on the couch, just like,
Looking like, you remember the Capri Sun commercial with like the flat?
yeah. No, she's actually like my cat, who originally only likes me. She just fucking grabs it and just places it on her
God.
chest. So my cat,
I can imagine already.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there, just like
yeah.
it's trying to leave. She's like just holding it, like no,
No,
no.
he was just chilling there, which was the craziest thing because he never does that to anybody else, but except for my mom when she's on.
when she's
Someone help me out.
Sometimes animals are there for you when you need them.
Sometimes
Yeah.
animals just know.
My
It's
cat
true.
also one time ate, not the brownie, but a gummy.
Oh.
Yeah, it got in my stash.
I see.
So-
How was that? Cats just like throw up, no?
No, I just took one with him and we chilled out.
that's so,
Like
that's
we
so-
watched a movie together. It was
Nice.
great. I love
That's
my
so
cat.
gnarly.
His
Cat's
name-
probably sitting there.
He's an orange cat. I rescued him.
Oh,
Aw.
nice, nice.
His
Garfield.
name is Schmitty.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Schmitty's sitting there developing consciousness.
Yeah,
Dave's
dude.
watching Pineapple Express.
Yeah, we were having a great time. He was just slumped on. It was great.
That's
Um,
fantastic. Dude,
what else?
speaking of
Mm.
animals knowing things, I did not know like I knew service dogs did something, but I know they can smell when you're gonna have a seizure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Isn't that
Certain
nuts,
certain
dude?
trainings and stuff.
Dude, they can smell your blood sugar level if you're a diabetic.
That is
Yeah.
crazy. If dogs could talk, they'd be the most insane
They can-
diagnoses people.
Because the
Well,
thing
'cause
is, they
they
can
grew up
smell
around
your
us, you
they
know?
can smell your pheromones, and then when you like some
Mhm.
people have, where if they faint really easily,
Yeah.
sometimes they can tell when like their pheromones are off
Mm.
or like their the chemicals in their brain are kind of iffy, and they'll just that's why they poke them. It's like, hey, sit down. You smell like you're gonna
So
pass out and knock your head on
so,
this.
It's so
it's
interesting.
so
Store.
crazy because like we made dogs as a human
We
race.
did make
We
dogs,
made
yes.
dogs, and they just adapted so much to us that like they are our actual partners.
Yeah.
In life,
Like
you
dog-
know,
like-
like dogs are made to be.
It's like man's
human
best friend, but
partners.
like dude, like they are like they
really
ensure
are.
survival of like a portion of human beings.
Yeah, and it
That's
also made me
crazy.
think about like the other animals we domesticated that we don't realize are domesticated.
Like, you got the cats,
Like
but you got like the
cows.
horses, dude.
Pigeons.
Pigeons.
Pigeons are all
Oh,
domesticated.
yeah.
Squirrels, dude. Squirrels,
Squirrels.
dude. Oh my god.
No, squirrels are different, but like
No.
pigeons were actually like pets.
Oh yeah.
They were like actual pets and like actually like
Oh yeah,
carried
didn't
messages
we bring
for
them
us.
here? Yeah, that was the.
That was the whole thing. They
Oh,
carried
dude,
messages
we
for
stopped
us.
needing them, so now they're just flying rats.
They're
Yeah.
just pests.
my boss's dad, who's just always around at work for some reason.
Mhm.
He has like you went to like nationals for pigeons,
That's so
for
sick.
pigeon flying or something like that.
Yeah,
It's like I
Oh,
did
yeah.
not know they got so serious about it.
Yeah.
Dude,
carrier
if I
pigeons are
had
real.
a good place to put a hutch, like if I lived like with a building with a roof or something,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'd be so down.
Just unk out up there, just
Dude,
you know,
why not?
act
Dude.
all wise.
Dude,
I don't think you guys understand the power having like a bird cage, like
Power of
to have like a bunch of birds in like
Yeah.
a
Just-
place.
Just being medicated
Just-
off the green, just
Just the
sitting there, just
the
Oh,
calmness
wow.
you feel just watching chickens in your backyard.
I do have chickens.
I
And it is
used
calm.
to have chickens.
It's very calm.
I could sit there all day and
you,
just watch
you've
them.
named
just watch them
every
go.
single animal,
throw some
every
grass and
single
stuff with them.
pigeon.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
like,
dude. Yeah.
hello, Mr. Wings. How
Yeah.
are you today?
Honestly,
he just
it's-
talks back to you.
It's therapeutic. Like it's actually like healing to just sit and watch some chickens.
Agreed.
As a man, go watch some chickens.
Yeah.
growing up, we had like geese in the park nearby because we had a pond.
Dude, those guys are scary though, bro.
Yeah, but that's
I
what
don't
makes
fuck
it
with
more
geese.
fun. Because with pigeons, it's like you feed pigeons and whatever. But when there's just like a goose and you're like, okay, motherfucker, like I see what you're up to
Oh
over
yeah,
here.
you're like tampering. You're like testing Mother Nature.
You're
Yeah.
feeding them. Like we used to have grapes because you're not supposed to give birds bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all like mean mugging you, getting all fucking sized up, and they're like, I want this fucking half a grape right now.
Do you know what's crazy? Swans are huge.
They're massive.
They're big.
They're
I don't
really,
know that
really
I've
big.
ever
yeah.
like seen a swan up close and personal.
No,
They're
dude,
huge.
they're
bro.
like
if you
they're
walk,
this table big.
yeah,
they're huge.
massive. Yeah.
gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a swan walked through that door right now, like you would be surprised.
Okay, hold
how
on. What
big
do
it
you
is.
mean
Holy
this
fuck.
table big? This table's like 4 feet by like 2 feet.
They're about 4 feet long. Like they're
like,
massive.
wingspan?
They're not
like-
4 feet long.
How-
Wingspan is big, dude.
Yeah.
Wingspan is like 6. No,
Wi-
less.
wingspan is
Less, it's
probably
less.
about it's probably about 6 feet.
I don't want to be
Like, they're
spewing misinformation.
huge.
Actually, we spew misinformation all the time.
It's our favorite
Okay,
pastime.
sorry. A swan is probably from the end of the table, like long ways to like here, and then they have that fucking massive neck.
I see.
Yeah.
But they're still like that's huge.
That's big, dude. It's a big bird.
Big board.
Have you guys ever seen like a condor and albatross?
yeah.
Dude, those guys are like.
I once saved an albatross.
Oh my.
Oh no, not an
Of course
albatross.
you
No,
did.
no, an
Of
osprey.
course
An
you
osprey.
did.
That's no, sorry, wrong bird. My bad.
Okay, Dave.
Osprey.
We were just talking about not spreading misinformation. All right, like
No, it was tangled in a fishing line, and
Dave's
I
like,
went
oh,
down
no,
and
it wasn't.
fucking.
It wasn't an albatross. It was orphans from a burning building.
yeah.
No, it was it
It was all tangled up and
was tangled up in the fishing line, and everybody. It was right in front of the Ocean Institute, right by my hometown, which is all the fucking like conservationists and scientists, and nobody was doing anything about this osprey drowning in a fishing line. And
That's
me and my
gnarly.
dad went down, and I'm like a kid. And my dad was showing me, like, hey, this is what you do for birds. Boom.
Birds treat you well back. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Dave, you're such a Dave, dude.
Actually, right after that, because we have this really tall tower on our boat. It's a plank and it comes down, but like when it's in the slip, it's up. For like years after, that osprey would eat its fish on our
oh,
tower.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
like it
sick.
recognized you.
Mm.
It was cool.
I went saltwater fishing for the first time last week.
Nice. Oh, how
Ooh,
was
yeah.
that?
It was great. I like didn't like spend all day there or anything, but my friend's dad came down and like, yeah, the birds and the fishermen, like the ecosystem is real.
Oh no, big time. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really cool and interesting.
Well, you know, birds are like a source of superstition, and
Yeah.
fishermen are the most superstitious people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Never
What-
have a banana on the boat.
What?
Never bring a banana
Blech.
on a boat.
Every
Okay.
banana
Ever.
boat.
Cool.
Never eat a seagull or kill a seagull.
Wouldn't they taste gross anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, even if you're starving, don't.
Oh yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Because they're souls of dead sailors.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Just a bunch of shit like that.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
rename
there's a ton of
those
weird,
and-
like,
yeah.
boat-
Always have a
rules.
horseshoe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
No, I heard
horseshoe.
about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of
When-
random stuff.
When I would go fishing up in Washington with my family,
Mm-hmm.
whenever we were on the way back and we had excess sardines, we'd always throw like the sardines at the seagulls and try to like have them catch them in the
Oh,
air.
that's so
Yeah.
sick.
I remember doing that.
It's so fun. Because it's like trying to play catch. You're just
Yeah.
throwing it up and they're just
You've
missing
done
it.
everything, dude.
They start fighting
I
each
really-
other.
I really have done a lot, but like, it's fun. I just remember it
You're
from my
so
childhood.
funny,
you
dude.
know. I love my fishing upbringing.
I
grew
have
up on that boat.
I have something I need to talk to you guys about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a new idea for a TV show.
All
I don't
right.
like it already.
Oh.
Oh
shit.
God. All
Could,
right.
could we make it hornier?
No. So the idea of this show is that there's contestants, and
Sure.
these contestants go on, and the host tells them which disease they have.
That's
So-
it. They just-
So it's like a game show,
Okay.
and then like it's
How is
all
it a
people
game
who
show?
are sick.
Okay.
But
What?
in reality, it's just them coming up, and the host is like, "You have rheumatoid arthritis."
This is just shitty Mari.
Well, Mari was an institution. A shitty Mari could still have legs. And so what's the point? So the contestant gets a
What did
disease.
Brad just say?
Oh,
Diagnosis?
no, the contest. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So basically, they just get told they are like
Okay.
having a disease. Like imagine like you turn it on, like you have stage 3 cancer.
And then
There's no like
There's nothing
winning.
else,
There's
like,
there's
there's
no
no-
like it's not a game show if there's no like.
Is it?
Oh yeah, no.
winner or
The
anything.
winning is just them learning that they're dying.
Hunter, this is
Or
a
just
really, really
sick.
bad
This is just
pitch.
Mario.
Yeah,
this
no,
is
I
a
know.
really
really,
bad.
really bad
What
pitch.
if? Okay,
Exactly,
I have
that's
an
the-
idea
that's
to
the
make
point,
it
it's
to make
bad.
it an actual game
Uh-huh.
show, right? They do like a winning thing, and like they do have to do a competition, and the competition is like a trivia or something, and the winner gets free treatment for their disease.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
that's like,
that
that's
makes it
fucked
fun. It
up.
has to
Yeah.
end on the sad part.
No, no, no,
It
no.
has to
No,
end
no,
with
no, no.
everybody losing.
No. I like Dave's idea
No,
because
no,
there's
no. You
actual
need to have
incentive.
yeah.
It's not
If
just
there's
like,
incentive.
oh, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're
Yeah,
gonna die.
there does
die.
need to be a.
No, the
Well,
other one gets
I
free
mean, they're not-
treatment.
I think the word contestants was misleading. It's kind of just a talk show, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. It's just a talk
Oh.
show where like they come up like, "Hey, you want to explain your symptoms to us?" It's just like a live crowd.
Well, it's just Dr. Oz.
Yeah, this is just shitty
Hey, did you know
daytime television.
Dr. Oz isn't a doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil
Dr.
is a
Phil
doctor.
also is not a doctor.
Well, yeah, but he's not pretending to. I mean, I guess he's pretending to be a doctor, like talking to people. But Dr. Oz is like wearing scrubs.
Yeah.
The fuck is that about?
I don't know. This is like way past my time. Who's Dr. Oz?
He's just a doctor.
Daytime television doctor.
Oh, I
Daytime
see.
television doctor.
He was never on the daytime television thing. I didn't grow up with cable.
You never
You're
had a
in-
sick day at home and you just watched what was on?
No, I watched the entirety of Lego Ninjago actually.
Oh,
Nice.
Every single
Nice.
episode. Back when it was good too, not before they introduced like bad stuff.
Yeah,
I'm talking about before Zane was a fucking robot, dude.
yeah,
Good old days. Good old
That
days.
was a while ago.
back in the day.
What
Yeah.
you just reached deep inside childhood memories.
I know, and I probably
Yeah.
spoiled someone's Ninjago watching spree.
Yeah, their 10-year later watch through of
That's
Ninjago.
dude. That's the biggest drop ever. Learning
Honestly,
that
I want to
Zane-
watch the movie. I heard
You
the
guys
movie's really
remember
good.
the
I haven't seen
one
it.
where it was like they're all animals?
no.
No. It's like weird Power Rangers.
There was there's a
Lego
show
Power
where
Rangers.
it's like they're all animals, like all the characters, and they have like this like magic. It's like something about chi.
Chima.
Yeah,
Chima.
Lego
yeah,
Chima.
yeah,
Lego
Lego
Chima.
Chima.
Dude, I have so many of those sets.
I had like I don't even remember if I had one, but dude, that was crazy.
Lego
that show
Chima
was
fucks,
crazy.
dude. Lego Chima is really, really good.
It only went on for like 3 seasons.
Dude, it was in production for like, I swear, less than a year, dude. Like, they
Yeah.
did not do anything with it, and then just got discontinued, which is why I'm proud to have those sets because they're probably like limited edition.
Yeah, it's because Lego Ninjago is doing so well. They're like,
I think I
yeah, we're
remember
just gonna
this. I
cancel
think
it.
I remember watching
The
like
lions,
an
remember
episode
the
or
lions
two.
are the main
Yeah.
characters. They have the gorillas, the rhinos.
The
Yeah,
birds.
yeah.
Who are the
Okay.
evil dudes?
Oh, the
Rhinos,
snakes.
right?
No, they're the crocodiles.
Oh,
think.
yeah. Word,
Some
Yeah.
form of snake. They always make the snakes evil.
This
Yeah.
is all kind of like
I think snakes are cool.
really happening when I'm on my way out of that stage of like childhood.
Yeah.
Like I think that even Lego Ninjago, like that was, I mean, when I was like going into like the latter parts of middle school and stuff. So a lot of that I never really connected with. It's interesting that like you guys would have been just a couple years behind and like right in line for that being like,
You know, we were
really-
perfect,
Yeah.
like perfectly timed for it.
You guys were the target demographic.
Yeah.
You know-
how the hell do you know about this, old man?
I was just
You know what
watching
else?
cable. I was watching cable.
Girl Meets World, back in Disney.
No.
Never
Old
watched it.
Disney.
I watched Boy Meets
It
World. That
was-
one was good.
It
but
was based off of Boy Meets World, but it's like
A reboot?
no,
Or-
it's like they're kids,
Oh.
and
which is
yeah.
pretty much just a reboot of
Yeah,
it.
It's
pretty
a
much.
sequel series.
It was like
How I Met Your Mother, How I Met Your Father, same shit.
yeah, it was only a little bit based off of the fact that like my sister watched it.
That makes sense.
My sister was a big Disney kid. Wizards of Waverly Place,
Oh yeah.
goated.
That one was good.
Yo, Brad, what's our time at?
We're sitting 10 minutes left.
I'm hot.
Yeah. Well, fucking, I'll tell you, last week, Amir was sweet and wonderful enough to help me out with disposing of a box spring.
Box spring. Oh, we were going to open with this. Yeah, I completely forgot about it. Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
Tell you what.
as a man, breaking down a box spring just
Dude.
into like fucking slats of wood.
So primal, dude.
Dude.
It's so primal. The box spring, how the traditional box spring is laid out, it's this giant wire metal frame, and then it's got wooden planks kind of
Yeah.
supporting it going
Like,
this way.
It's got like a frame around it with
Yeah.
wood, and
I think
then
most
yeah.
people know what a box spring is, guys.
you know, you'd
Some
be
people are
surprised.
dumb.
No, you'd be surprised.
Some people are dumb, and some people our age just
That's right,
have no
viewer.
sense.
If you don't know what a box spring is, you're a fucking idiot.
Learn you something.
Idiot, infidel, motherfucker.
Enlist today.
Learn you something.
Well,
Join
actually,
the army.
Before this, all the box
getting hot in
springs
here.
that I'd interacted with had all been metal, like
Yeah.
through and through.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand at some point they would have been made with wood.
No, this one is ancient though.
This
one
one's
was,
old. It was like a 15-year-old box spring
Yeah.
that she inherited from like her parents, like who inherited it from whatever.
Yeah. No, so we turn it over. We were like ripping off like the cover,
Yeah.
like the mattress cover. We just
Like we rip open that mattress cover,
All the fabric of it.
and we
yeah.
gotta like dual deadlift, start pulling
yeah.
planks off the.
that was
fucking
awesome because they're stapled in and you just go boom and they just.
Staples just shooting out and stuff.
It was like you're in a like a battlefield. It's like shards of shrapnel flying around you.
You're playing Battlefield 5 and the building that you're in is just
Yeah.
getting crumbled around you from the tiger.
Dude. Battlefield 5 was sick.
I never
I
played.
love
yeah.
that game.
So we
Miss
tear all the
Battlefield
wood
1, bro.
off. We've
Yeah,
got
that one was
everything
goated.
set up.
Yep.
And it's like, all right, now all we're left with is this huge wire frame.
Oh yeah, dude. This was scary. So Brad compressed it like long ways. What is it, hamburger style? He compressed it hamburger style, and it was like loaded, dude. That shit was loaded. And I had to
Yeah.
go around and like bend, like push down on the like the seam, kind of the crease.
Oh, so it like at like a hair trigger, it would just
Yeah, it was
fucking
going
popped
right
open.
on my face. Yeah. So I had to bend all this shit back, and then we're like cautiously like letting it go to see if it would move. It didn't move.
Like there was Amir's on one side, I'm on the other, and I'm trying to bend it up and like try to fold it in on itself.
Yeah.
And so there's a moment where we're halfway where I'm looking at Amir and we both have our hands on. I'm like, I forgot. Like the spring is a large part of what makes a box spring.
Yes, it's a giant spring.
Just a giant torqued piece of metal.
Loaded at my face, dude.
Yeah, you probably could have died right there.
We were able to get it done. No
Yeah, we
big
got it
deal.
done. We that I was like smacking the wood. I had my Birkenstocks on, so I didn't get to do any of the stomping. But Brad was just
I saw a video of it, and I also saw that box spring, and I'm surprised you guys were able to move it
we
because that
fit it
thing
all.
was
Yeah, we fit it all in Brad's car too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, funniest part is at the end, I'm like, look, we got to get rid of this. We got to go find a dumpster. I'm like, I sue me. Sometimes, when I have big stuff to get rid of, I go to the dumpster at my old apartment complex.
Yep.
So I'm all sketched out like, we got to illegally dump this. Like, this is a problem.
gotta go.
I forgot Amir moved into the old apartment
Yeah,
complex.
I just
It's
lived
like
there.
That, like, literally the week of. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, never mind then. I guess we're just allowed to do this.
Yeah, we're just allowed to do that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw my trash out at your apartment. You're welcome.
I will. I have a sword.
That's illegal.
I can walk to your house.
Yeah. Oh, you can? Are you
Yeah.
that close?
Yeah.
He's close.
Anyways, I
Just
have,
walking down the street with a
I have the
fucking
most,
garbage
like,
bag.
I was thinking of room decorations and like average man room decorations, dude. I think I pretty much take the cake on this one for my room is bare walls except for it's a metal logo of a beer thing. It's called Canteen,
Okay.
and then there's just two swords on either
Perfect.
side.
Swords are
actually- yeah.
important.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. You need to have antlers.
Antlers?
Antlers
Yeah.
on the wall.
I don't actually hunt though, so that wouldn't like.
And it doesn't
like,
matter.
You, no, you seem like you go out and like rip a deer's head off. Like
I have some
Oh.
antlers. I hang shit from it.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of stolen valor in wall antlers. Like,
Yeah.
for sure there are real hunters out there who are going out there and getting it. I feel like a lot of people just own the antlers, though.
have them.
I want to get a boar's head.
Boar's head.
Yeah.
See,
taxidermy
having
heads,
a
dude.
head, I think that's more stolen valor.
That is
Yeah.
more so.
Like how-
antlers.
yeah.
Antlers are gentrified now.
Yeah.
Antlers are done, dude.
Antlers
They've
are
like they're
After they started making the deer out of the beer boxes, that's when I knew.
yeah.
they did that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
dude,
can
they-
make like wall-mounted deer out of beer boxes.
That's so sick, dude. I gotta do
Fucking
that.
19-year-olds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know what I'm doing when I go back to my apartment.
You
after
know what's
this.
cool? I have seen trends of people making paper mache sharks for their rooms to hang up on walls, and it's so sick.
That
Like
actually
they do
does
like a
sound sick.
frame out of like cardboard, and then they do paper mache around it.
Do they like
And they
hang
paint
it
it.
off the...
No, they like put it up on the wall, so it looks like it's
Oh.
like if you're looking at the wall, it's like like you can see the
Oh,
top
like the
of it
dorsal
on the
fin.
wall.
Yeah. Okay. We're top down. That's
Speaking
cool
of
as
like
fuck.
shark taxidermy, I actually have a set of like jaws and
Yeah.
a swordfish bill that I have
Yeah.
dried.
You
and
don't
used.
get out of being a
What?
young boy in
What?
Southern California without acquiring at least a little bit of shark teeth.
Swordfish bill.
like The bill of a swordfish? Yeah, I have one of those. I have a few of those.
You want to like?
Make
You want
sure
one? Yes.
make sure that when
Gotcha.
you acquire shark teeth
going
or
home
shark
today.
jaws, that is done legally. There's a lot of black market trading on
Yeah.
shark jaws, and it's very illegal because these are all poached sharks.
You know, usually
Yes,
I wouldn't
I
take,
do agree.
I wouldn't take what Hunter says like seriously, but this is I would. He's an expert in this field.
We caught the sharks ourselves,
Ah,
and then gave the head to somebody we know, and they cut the jaws out and did that.
that's cool.
Oh wait,
No.
you're serious?
Yeah. Do
Oh
you
my
not know?
God.
Like I grew up like catching. This is why me and Hunter beef sometimes.
No, what?
Like I grew up as a commercial fisherman.
We don't beef that much. We're like,
I know the conservancy of it. I'm actually like I grew up knowing the like
You were a commercial
hunter's
fisherman.
code with it, you know, the hunter's
Damn,
code,
the hunter's
you
code.
know, 100% of
Hunter's
the
code?
buffalo. No, you know, like use
Oh,
use
yeah,
all
yeah,
you can,
yeah.
and you know, be
Well,
conservative
it's also
about
it's
it.
easy with fishing because like if you don't want any part of the fish, you just right back to bait.
got it.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
Well, even like we would try and eat as much of it as we could.
I like that.
And
That's
I think I've said it before, but like we've made like fin soup out of
Yeah.
fins. It's either you throw them in the water or you make food out of it.
God,
There.
I
I like
fucking
that.
my old one of my old debate
I'm not an
partners had
asshole
this
for that.
story about going to he had a lot of Chinese family in Toronto, and so they would go to these big extravagant weddings, and he's like, yeah, so at the end of the night, because you know weddings they just serve meal
Just
after
food,
meal
yeah.
yeah. He's like, there's all this shark fin soup, like 80 bowls of shark fin soup that people weren't eating because it just, you know, they'd been eating. So him and his brother were like, well, it kind of sucks that they did it, but it's here. So, and they just sat and ate like 8 bowls apiece to, you know, not
mean,
waste the.
Oh, how is it? How is shark fin soup?
Apparently,
really good.
insane.
It's so good. Like I get it.
It's like illegal now, right?
I'll never eat it. Well, the thing is,
You would
it's
never
not.
eat it, even if it was like ethically sourced.
If it was ethically sourced, maybe, but I
If
just
I-
can't see myself doing it.
If I made you a shark fin soup from fins that would have been just thrown away and wasted, but I made you soup, would you eat it?
What about, would it change if you went like somewhere where like, you know, the indigenous population, like, you know, does a lot of fishing commerce and like just, you know, hunt sharks and stuff? Like they are at peace with the ecosystem.
If it was okay, so here's the thing: there
It's
are
ethically sourced. It's
Yeah,
fine, you know?
there's a lot of like Indonesian countries
Mhm.
that do it ethically because they like only catch a couple and then they'll go back
So
and then
you'd
they do
be-
the entire thing.
You'd be cool
maybe.
with maybe.
Some
If
people
it's
have
like
that shit down.
If it's
yeah.
like a country that's known for doing it like overfishing a population,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never eat like I would never go to China and order the shark fin soup.
Yeah,
you know
no,
that's-
hell no.
no.
In terms of shark fin, store bought is not fine.
make
Really?
sure if you just catch it yourself.
Ethically, make sure it's the right size. Make sure it's not pregnant. Things like that.
I actually have a problem with Long Beach right now.
What's the problem with Long Beach? What's
they-
grinding your gears right now,
The
Hunter?
city along. We'll go
They
down to the city
don't-
hall right now.
They don't have a catch size limit. They have for thresher sharks. You can catch 2 thresher sharks of any size off the pier
Really?
any day. So you can
Any
catch
size?
any size. You can
No.
catch literally like a
There's no-
juvenile thresher shark and it would be fine.
Wow.
I looked at like I was going through and like
That's-
a bunch of Long Beach fishermen were like, yeah, you can just go to the pier and catch it. Any
That's
size.
not like a
2
Long
day.
Beach thing. That's like fishing game. Sorry, fishing wildlife thing.
It's California. Yeah, it's a California
Yeah.
thing.
You know what's so stupid is fishing game changed their name. They spent millions and millions of dollars to change their name from fishing game to fishing wildlife.
Why?
I don't know, and everybody still calls them fishing game.
Yeah.
And
It's
they're
just a
still
better
called the
name.
fishing game wardens. Like the people that do it. They're
Yeah.
still called the fishing game wardens, but its
Weird.
official title is fishing and wildlife.
Why do
No,
they
I
have to
call 'em green
spend money
pants.
to do that?
Yeah, the green pants.
The green
What's that?
pants.
They have to spend money to do that.
California.
Well,
Yeah, fair.
everyone everywhere
California.
spends money to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like in terms of the issue is for a lot of like big budget, whether it's, you know, a non-government organization or like the California state government, like they have big fat marketing budgets that they have to spend somewhere. So if they're going to hire a marketing agency, give them a task, and then sometimes, it's pretty underwhelming results.
It's the use it or lose it type of economy.
It's so funny because the reason they had to
Government
spend
spending.
millions of dollars on it is because they had to change uniforms, vehicles, pens, notebooks, papers.
Yeah, actually, you're
they
right.
had to change citations. They
new
had to
branding.
change.
The Fish and
Yeah.
Wildlife Pen Fund must have taken up a lot of that.
It probably by just changing the font, like the lettering on the pens itself, probably cost like upwards of $10,000 just because they had to like
make
No,
a million.
go
way
back
more.
and make
way
more.
more, way more,
Yeah.
because it's the entire state of California did this.
Yes, it's so
pretty
much money.
stupid.
And what's crazy is other states are still called Fish and Game.
It's just California.
Yeah,
California's
We're
just woke like
stupid
that, man.
sometimes, dude.
yeah.
We're trailblazers in California.
No, it's honestly
Oh,
it was
God.
because of public backlash, because game sounds, like not eco-friendly. It's not. It's wildlife.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the
if you're
damn
gonna-
tree hugging hippies
Damn tree hugging hippies. And
making everything worse for everybody and not understanding the repercussions of economic. So fuck, I can't do this.
No,
anymore.
that's
all
good.
right,
All right,
let's
well,
go, guys.
on that note, yeah.
It's actually wonderful timing to give
Yeah.
up on that bit.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful night.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a
So
Thank you
hot.
for joining us and listening to us. It's Wednesday night when you watch this, and I hope that the middle of your week is good.
Fucking hot.
I
It's
know
hot.
that it's probably terrible because it's Wednesday, but I'll give you a little clap just so you can enjoy it more.